Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and yet again it seems like being in the UK is giving your boy the shaft a little bit, because yet again there was a data download while I was asleep that brought a very interesting update. So in the video yesterday where we talked about Beerus officially dropping, we talked about the fact that with the sales and all the events ending on Sunday, that Beerus's banner would likely be on Monday. So with the data download, we got the confirmation that that is indeed correct. You can see the countdown on here. Beerus and Whis are the new units on the banner. The new free-to-play Goku and Godku. And then, oh wait, what's this we have here? Found in the files. LR Prime Battle Krillin comes out on the same day. So we knew about the tech banner potentially coming and about this, the EZA, and those are an extra week away. Normally when they drop an EZA as part of a celebration, it isn't live straight away, so I kind of expected that. Obviously we'll do videos on this guy in the future and the team building video for the EZA as well, but I normally drop that like the night before the EZA comes out, so that won't be for a while. But LR Prime Battle Krillin, so this is the event that drops. If you can see here, it came out on JP on the 9th of April and is now coming out on Global on the 8th of June. So that's only a 2-month gap, which is huge. If we have a look, I brought the timeline of events up here. Of course, it's refreshed all the way back to the beginning. So as we know, the 5-year anniversary is around the corner for Global. And then the Beerus and Whis stuff was the first Dokkan Fest after the 5-year anniversary. Then we got this stuff, which we know is coming like later on, a World Tournament. And then it was the Saiyan Day stuff, because obviously remember that was on JP and Global at the same time. So all of this stuff came out. The Gohan from the original Super Battle Road stages got his LR EZA, making him the second unit, because obviously the Zamasu in Goku's body was the first one as part of the 5-year. Then JP got the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku stuff that Global had already had. Then we both got the free-to-play Bulma, and then JP got LR Krillin. So you can see all that content that came in between where Global is now and this guy coming out, and this guy is dropping already. So the interesting thing is this was only recently on JP as well, so this didn't seem to drop as part of a main celebrate. Did it come as part of the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken stuff? So it's interesting to see they're fitting this in now. I wonder where they're going to fit in the Spirit Sword Trunks EZA, and then also the secondary EZAs for Golden Frieza, because they are kind of out of place now in terms of the event that they should drop with. So that'll be interesting to see, but obviously what we're here for is this. So the new Prime Battle Krillin event is going to drop on Monday at the same time as the banners. Pretty cool. Obviously, if you're not going to summon on the banner, it's something to start grinding away on. I think with the 5-year right around the corner, it's probably not worth going ham and like spending stones to try and get this guy LR'd as quickly as possible. Because remember, of course, that when LR Prime Battle events first come out, it's not normally until they do the legendary campaign where the event gets some kind of update. So as you can see here, there is no category or specific team that gives you increased drops, so you just have to go through with the RNG, and yeah, it'll be the standard thing. What I'll probably do is I'll probably stream some of the grinding for these medals, but I'll probably just get these first 2 stages done and out of the way before it comes out. So I probably will do a quick team building video. It's not going to be super in-depth because it is literally just going to be STR free-to-play units, but I might put one together just so we can have a look and see what sort of team will be best to run. So this all comes out and we get the LR Prime Battle Krillin. So obviously Krillin now fully farmable. There was the one from the barbershop. I think there's one from the Bio Broly event as well anyway, but obviously this event is up more regularly, so if for some reason you ever need to farm base form Krillins, you can do that. So he is the Earthlings category leader, which means the Earthlings category is being added to Global early. 4 key HP, attack and defense 150%. So that's really solid for a Prime Battle LR to have such a decent leader skill. And his 12 key super raises attack, causes colossal damage to all enemies, and a medium chance to stun all enemies. So it's 30%, and it obviously triggers for each one separately, which is pretty good. And then his 18 key super raises attack and defense and causes mega colossal damage to a single enemy. So if you're fighting a single target, you want to go for his 18 key super. It also raises his defense, so he can take hits better a little afterwards. And then his passive, key 3 and defense 30,000. I feel like they're going to continue this trend, but I don't know why they always give Prime Battle LRs flat boosts, because it just means that over time they don't age as well. Like you see a lot with summonable LRs, a new unit will get an Easy A who pairs really well with them, and it suddenly brings that LR back into the meta in like a big way. Whereas flat boosts, it's a lot harder to do that. But anyway, key 3, 30,000 defense. Then he gets attack 20,000 when performing a super attack, an additional 20,000 if it is an ultra super, and then he gets an additional 3 key when facing only one enemy. That's good, so that helps you get your 18 key super if there's only one enemy. And then attack 10,000 at the start of the turn per existing enemy when facing 2 or more enemies. Count starts from the second enemy. Launches an additional super attack when facing 6 or more enemies. So this is really, really good for the World Tournament, especially because he's a free-to-play unit. So count starts from the second enemy. So in the World Tournament, when you're fighting 7 enemies on turn 1, because it's the enemy's team of 6 plus the random friend, he's going to be getting an extra 60,000 attack and launch an additional super if he's there on the first turn. So that's really, really good. For free-to-play players, he's going to be a very good option for the World Tournament, especially because he has such a decent leader skill. You could bring him as the leader and then bring a friend, and then even though they don't fit under his category, you can use the typical World Tournament strategy of bringing like Chaozu and Jacko to get the stuns. And then I would probably just bring units that help support this Krillin. And then yeah, you'd be set to go with a free-to-play team that can get through the World Tournament, because not as many people as you might think still go for the STR LR Broly train, because the problem with it, of course, is he is physical. So when you get to the times 30 difficulty and you're in the final, I'd have to see him like in action again, but I don't know whether this guy would wipe their whole team if they have like STR LR Broly and a lot of high tier strength units. But, I mean, he's a very, very good free-to-play option. The other thing I guess we should look at is the Earthlings category. Now, unfortunately, the Earthlings category is yet another one that came around during this time where Dokkan is kind of in this trend of introducing really bad categories. Because Earthlings is one that people kind of wanted for ages, but it's very loosely, like it says, consists of humans and anthropomorphs from planet Earth. Which already in the description you can probably see the error that we're going to pick up on here. So you got a couple of decent LRs, like Oob is actually really good, Krillin himself is good, Yamcha is actually pretty good, Hercule and Tien and Chaozu are pretty outdated. The Mai units are pretty good, she's good, Tien obviously is getting his awakening, he's good if you've got another like really solid tech unit on the team. Like here, a rotation of him and the LR Oob would be pretty good. This Krillin we obviously can't use. This Hercule is really good, but then we're sort of already running out of options for me to be like, oh, this guy is actually really good. But as you can see, there is something clearly missing from a category that seems to be made up of people from planet Earth. Now I know it specifically says humans and anthropomorphs, which is basically the like animal beings. Is it going to show any of them on here? I guess Devilman counts for that. They're probably under R's, aren't they? Because they're like the weird World Tournament ones. Yeah, like this weird like man-wolf with the knife. Like the fact that the king/president of the Dragon Ball world is like a cat man. So it does clearly say humans and anthropomorphs, but technically, even though they are half Saiyan, Gohan, Goten and Trunks are all Earthlings, because they're all born on Earth and live on Earth. So technically, they are Earthlings. Now, it seems very weird to me that as a category, I mean, look at how bare bones this category is. Like, you can make a team that would probably be pretty fun and can beat some of the harder events in the game. I don't know about the Legendary Goku event. We'll definitely have to try that as like a challenge run video. But this category is in no means broken. Like, it is not a super powerful category in any respect. So putting all of the Gohan, Goten and Trunks cards on this category would not make this like a game-breaking automatic #1 category in the game. Now, I realise one of the reasons why they may have done this is because I do feel like, because of how good some of those units are, like think about like the LR Gohan, the LR Go Bros, some of the Trunks cards that are really solid, like the Tech Transforming Trunks. I guess they don't want to introduce an Earthlings category and then have people run the team basically as Krillin as the leader and then a whole team of like Go Bros, LR Gohan, like, because then it kind of strays from the spirit of what the category is supposed to be. But then they should have called it something else or made it a slightly different category. Like, I don't know, like, to me this seems like a very weird category. We'll definitely do videos on it once the Krillin is out and fully awakened, and we'll try and make the best team we can, try and take on like the hardest event we can and see how well the team can do. But I do think there is a very weirdly built category, so definitely let me know what you think of the category down below. What do you think the team that you will run will be? Are you going to go all out and grind him straight away? Obviously that's the one downside, being a content creator, you know that your boy is going to have to grind this guy out as quickly as possible. And then what I normally do with Prime Battle LRs, which I don't recommend most people do because you can get by with him on Super Attack 10, is when I awaken my first copy. Obviously you want to then start slowly working on a second copy to feed in and get the free SA20. I think that's the best way to do it for most people, because you're not going to need him to be SA20 like right away. But because obviously the best way to showcase him in a video is for him to be SA20, I normally get the first LR done and then just feed 10 Kais into him, which I don't recommend other people do. But doing that 777 medal grind twice in the space of like 1 or 2 days is pretty insane. And shout out to people who I know do that. So you guys crazy. But there you go. So let me know what you think of the Krillin and the Earthlings category. Let me know your team builds. How excited are you? I know a bunch of people will be skipping Beerus, so this is a nice big thing for you to sink your teeth into. And even though I don't think it was announced, because they don't show up on here, none of the awakenings that JP got show up, so we don't know anything about a world tournament. But as I mentioned yesterday with the Beerus stuff, a world tournament did come around during this time. So if that happens again and you've got this guy awakened, he probably will be in the second week, like around the time that the Easy A's are. So if you get this guy smashed out in that first week, get him to LR, get him Rainbow, then you'll have another very strong unit to use in the world tournament. So there you go. So let me know what you guys think. Is this another dub for Global, getting LR Krillin early? He's not the best unit in the game, but I mean, getting him ahead of schedule is definitely a nice surprise and gives us all something else to do. So let me know down below. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.